What's going on, everyone? Dave Silman here with Easy Do It Opportunity Zone Funds. Just want to kind of answer a question today that I've gotten for 2020 already, being January. Is it still a marketplace to set up an Opportunity Zone Fund, or are we now in the marketplace to solicit an Opportunity Zone Fund where we've got a project? So what I want to kind of do is talk a little bit about the economics of where we're at right now, kind of coming off of 2019, and then hopefully help answer that question, setting up versus solicitation. So if you understand, what did the marketplace look like in 2019? Well, we had, about when it was all said and done, when the dust settled after announcements and everything else like that, we had about 500 funds, call it 500 opportunity funds. And, we've had something like 15 billion, I think, estimated. Seen various estimations on the low end, 10. I've seen some a little higher than that, but we've had 15 billion in opportunity zone funds roughly in 2019. We probably had a fraction of that in 2018. Obviously 2017 was a big fat goose egg. We probably had 3 to 5 billion roughly. So you can already see that we've tripled the market space already just in money flowing into opportunity zone funds. But we've had 15 billion flow into funds, but is that the total market size cap for all the funds? The answer is no. That market size cap is probably closer to, at this point now, well in excess of 100, 150, 200 billion dollars as an entire market cap. So what does that mean to soliciting, or does it mean to setting up? Well, when you look at, there's a time, place, season for every harvest in life. The time and place and season right now is that you have to be able to answer this question is where are we at in a J curve on this? And if this is year one and it was a goose egg right here, well, and if we're year two, year three, and we know this is a 2047 is when that thing expires, right? So where along here, this was, we'll say 17, 18, 19, 20, call it 5 billion, just for arguments, call it 20 billion. We're riding up, and so it's still right now, we haven't hit where this is at, and this line is the market demand. Well, what does that mean? Well, $20 billion is 20 billion of what? What's the total market potential demand? That's a $6 trillion plus number. And the thing is that this is a steady line. It's really going to kind of do one of these things and go up over time. But somewhere in this $6 trillion total, because nobody realistically thinks that we're going to see $6 trillion flow into opportunity zone funds. But we're trying to make a determination on, does it still make sense to set up a fund in 2020? What we've got is we've got a model that looks like this, where you've got demand going up, you've got your funds going up over time, and the answer short is yes. 2020, 2021, probably through 2023, in all honesty, this is where all of this demand starts trusting the Opportunity Fund program. They're dumping money into the OZ funds. OZ funds are developing credibility. They're raising money in various stages, various rounds. They're beginning to perform. Metrics are beginning to be reported as we move from 2020 into 2021, 2022, 2023. As this number here goes up like this, and this starts pulling from here, we will hit a balancing point where we have enough funds to balance the demand. And at this point, you can tell I just like drawing on the damn board at this point. But if you can read through that scribble, it's a balancing act of trying to find out where the market is kind of balancing, where you've got demand on one side and you've got supply on the other. Right now, it's like this. You got way more demand, not enough supply. All right, if you take a look at the mutual fund market, for example, the mutual fund market's got 15,000 plus mutual funds investing in the same 8,500 plus companies because they have enough demand and they've built enough supply to have a balanced market space. Right now, we're still very much looking like this. You've got 500 funds. You've got maybe a $200 billion market cap total. You've got a $6 trillion plus demand over here, and somewhere down in here is where we had 20 billion get invested. Very simple. Short answer, 2020, still set up an opportunity zone fund. If you've got questions, reach out to us at easydoit.com. We'll be more than glad to schedule a 30-minute consult with you, talk about the program, talk about the space, talk about opportunity zone funds. If you're a business, 2020 is your year. We're going to be doing a bunch of education, a bunch of training for small businesses on opportunity zones, opportunity funds, especially since we've set up a good chunk of most of the business-based opportunity zone funds that are in that market space today. Thank you. I hope this message gives you some good insight on OZs.